Hello, here is Caio. This is Santander Bootcamp from DIO test. So this is my GitHub, and here we create README using Mermaid description, and this is the number of commits that we have done for those 2 last days, and come back to the code. So we use Gradle. We have a README block file here to make this CI/CD working. So for deployment, I use Postgres. No, I use Rails. I have Postgres as my database, and I get directly from my GitHub. Okay, my productions, deployments automatically. This is my Swagger for documentation. It's very basic. Here I did one object. So I'm testing a second object, new name. Let's see here. Wow. Okay, let's execute. And it work here. They give me it work. So we have this answer here, and we have the location. If you want to check, you can come here and check. So the Swagger is taken from my application that I deploy in Rails. And if I try to do again the same person, it will do the error because we already have one. In here we have error, response status. This account number already exists. And if you want to make the gets, we can do for 1 and 2 that we have in our deployment. Execute. We have Maria Oliveira. And for 2, if we execute, we have João Pereira. And we can check in our database inside the Rails. Here, if I go to users, we have Maria and João Pereira. Okay, and that's it. In our project, it's divided in the architecture. Here, DIO. We have controller, domain, and service. Inside the domain is our entities and our repository. For the extension, for control, make the request for the database. Our service, we have an interface here for service, create the methods, and we have the implementations where we develop our business applications, and we have in our controllers the endpoints. And here in our controller, we have the exception that brings the exception handler. So that gets some exceptions. We didn't do all, only some of them. And that's it. So here we can do some tests. I can create another one. Let's see the Souza. And if you want to see Souza the data, here we can Souza account, all the properties that we put inserts in our rail. And we can do the request again. 3, execute. Here we are. If do like 4, I don't know if I did this handle. Error start record ID not bound. And we have the schemas for account, what have inside, the card, Swagger will be using for documentation. And that's it. The rails we create here, we have one more in our account. Okay,